Ray and I have come out for the day just to do the Haunted Creek track. I don't know why they call it Haunted Creek, but we could find out, I suppose. It's apparently got about 54 water crossings. I don't know if we're going to be doing all of them. It is raining today, and we don't want to get out there and then find that the creeks are too full. So we'll just mosey on out, have a bit of a look around, and then and see how we go from there.
It is a bit fast, isn't it? So Ray's just shutting that first gate, and we'll be on our way again. A couple of kangaroos on the track, as well as that big bull we saw before. The track's graded as an easy drive. I dare say there would be some difficult sections in here. It is on private property, so there's no shooting, no collecting of firewood. We just passed some other guys on the track. They were heading back the other way, and yeah, they said no, we can't get out the other end, it's a bit too steep and slippery, so we're just going to continue on a little bit more, do a couple of the water crossings, and we'll probably head back as well. So while this is rated as an easy track, it's any track can become a difficult track, or worse, with the inclusion of a little bit of rain. We do have a bit of rain today, of course, so we're just going to take it really cautious and just see what happens.
couple of signposts along the way here. It tells you a little bit about the gold mining. There was a township of some sorts up in here, and yeah, pretty frightening track in sometimes. The side drops off right off to the side. You can see the creek right down below. So it looks like we've come to the very first water crossing. I'll check out the depth and we'll see how we go. Fairly axle deep. So that was the first of the the river crossings. There's supposed to be 54 of them along this track. And I dare say, being at the bottom end of the track, that's going to be the most water. We'll wait and see. It is raining, so, but it's only a light sprinkle. It's not like there's any heavy rain predicted today. There's no big storms or anything like that, so it's just light, showery rain. Enough to make the tracks wet, but they're certainly not slippery. It's like a real shaly type ground here. Quite rocky, so plenty of grip. We've got the tyres set on around about 20 psi. We can always go lower if necessary, but I don't think we're going to need it. As I say, the ground is very hard underfoot. Bit of a wrong turn there, and that we went up the Stirling track instead of the Haunted Creek track, but we're on the right track again now.
creek deep enough to wash off my side steps.
Yeah, after about about a dozen or so creek crossings. We thought, yeah, it's still raining, the water's getting up a little bit, so we found a place to have lunch and thought about heading back home.
Smoko.
So we've stopped just for a little bit of a bite to eat, lunch, whatever you want to call it. Ray's got the belly on, and yeah, I'm going to have some chicken noodle things, whatever they are. We'll see how they turn out. Just those packet things. They're always good to have in your car. Add a bit of hot water and there's lunch. It's probably not the most nutritious meal you'll ever get, but hey, it'll keep you alive until such time as you get to the pub.
What's the name of the creek we're on?
Haunted Creek.
Haunted Creek. We're doing the Haunted Creek track.
Yeah.
It's an interesting track.
Yeah.
So far we've been across the creek, what, how many times?
Oh, only about half a dozen times.
Yeah.
There's 54 crossings, but we're not going to certainly do them all today. In fact, being such a miserable day, we might actually turn around and head home very shortly and get back to the warm of the caravan.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I've got my heater on in the car's good.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, lunch.
Yep. I've had a muesli bar, now I'm having an apple. Keep the doctor away, we don't want him here.
No. Oh.
The rain just falls a bit harder.
It's nice and hot anyway. That was pretty tasty. Warmed me up a little bit. Still got my coffee to go though.
Yep. It's a particularly miserable day. I think the maximum today was what, 14?
Something like that, yeah.
And it's been raining the whole time, but it's just made it a little more interesting on the track.
Yeah, and 14 to a Queenslander.
It's like bloody freezing winter.
Yeah.
I mean, in the middle of summer, it would be a lovely little place to splash, wouldn't it?
So this is the ground we've been on. It's good solid rocky ground. Not getting any slip at all. So we're just leaving that little campsite and it's right beside the creek. Okay, Ray.
Just watch that tree on the left against your awning.
It is a bit close.
the water in that last creek crossing looking rather brown, we were sort of glad we were well on our way back. Creeks can come up quickly when there's a fair bit of rain, and it did start to chuck it down. So we were glad to be back on our way, and we made it back to this second gate on the way in, and there's another gate as we leave the property here. Ray's just going to open it, and I'll come through after him and close it. So that's the rules. If the gate's shut when you arrive, make sure you shut it when you leave, because you don't want guys like him getting out. And this is the last gate before we leave. So I'm back at the caravan now. That was a pretty good sort of a drive actually. We didn't do the entire track. A little bit rainy and miserable and that sort of thing, and we spoke to some other guys along the track who said they couldn't make it up the end. So we thought, no, well, we've done a few creek crossings, there's probably a heap more, but yeah, no, we've had a great day out. So yeah, thanks for coming with us, and we'll see you in the next episode. Remember to like and subscribe to all that sort of thing, and we'll see you then.
I know what the words are.
I suppose that's why we don't keep as much on our
Yeah, it is. It's coming through now.
Oh, it's over there.
And we said we're going to Darko, and one of them looked at us like really? Yeah.
Got the crack? Right now, underneath the crack.
Did you walk across the river?
No.
Puppy, Nanny Rose is going to go and drive through Nolan's. That's how you do Nolan's. Doing it for the nanas.